Hello everybody, it's Handy Jeff, and today we are going to finish the water on the hydroponic garden. As you can see, it's right here. We've got some PEX, some tools, and we're gonna run all the water for the pump and the delivery service on how it's going to be sprayed down in so that it will get all of the plants wet and not spray everywhere in the process. So anyway, follow along. So this is the pump that we are going to be using, and we are going to need something that'll connect in here. So we've got our little connector here. We're going to go ahead and screw this bad boy down, and it's okay if it leaks a little bit or anything from around here, just because it's already inside of water, so it's not going to go anywhere. We don't have to worry about that. I'm going to tighten this little guy up just a hair, just like that. And now we have a pump that is assembled. Also, this pump kit, it comes with like some suction cups and like some adapters and that kind of thing. And I will leave a link down below in the description so that if you would like to purchase one, you're more than welcome to. And that would help me out, helps the channel out, gives me a little bit of a kickback for doing these videos for you. Okay, so I'm gonna run you through exactly how this system's gonna work now that we've got the pump assembled. Okay, so the pump is going to sit down inside here, inside these tubes. Then water is going to get pumped out, up, through, down, and I'm just gonna run it along this line, which in reality we could have just cut straight over, but then it'll run all the way up. Try to find a line where it won't come into contact with any of these plants that'll be here, and then it's going to go into the top and be sprayed out in here, run back down through, and then lather, rinse, repeat. So what we're going to end up doing is we're going to use an irrigation kit, which I'll leave a link down below in the description for this as well, and it's going to be sprayed out using the sprayers of an irrigation kit. It will then run down and just keep doing this, and we'll set it on a timer so that way it will run for a little while and then allow everything to just kind of start to dry out and then run again, so it doesn't have to be constantly running water like some other hydroponic systems. Okay, so as you can see, I've got the pump in here, and now we've got to pay attention. So this side is where the PEX connects to, you can see, and it's also where you are able to adjust the flow rate, which I've got it turned all the way up, and I will probably leave it that way and just end up adjusting other things for the flow for the water. Okay, so the first thing we got to do is we got to drill a hole into this cap, because this cap's going to sit down on here and protect all of the components of this system, because we want it closed, because like I said in a previous video, we have cats. We don't want them messing with this, because this is going to be sitting inside. But we have to get a hole so that we can put our PEX through it, and we put the cord for our pump through it. So we're going to do a 1-inch hole. I'm just going to go ahead and drill that semi in the center here. In case you can't tell, I'm cheating and running the drill backwards so that it didn't grab on too tight. So there we go. We've got a fresh hole. Now let's hope this plug will fit through it, and it won't. So we're gonna have to hollow it out just a hair. Great success. Yes, this kind of looks like crap, but you know what? It's good enough. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take our pump, we're gonna get it down into our hole here, and make sure that it's setting in a spot where I will be able to put a piece of PEX on it. All right, so I've got a couple scraps of PEX from a job that I've done previously, and the method that we are going to do today is called expansion PEX. So what this does, this is your expander. You push it down, you expand your PEX, and then once it's expanded, it shrinks back up. So I'll just set this down over the top of that fitting, which I will give you a live view on how we do that. All right, so we're gonna start out. I've just got this scrap piece of PEX. You expand it 3 times and then just set it down over your fitting like that. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Something that sucks is that my microphone right here came unplugged during this next part while I was building this. So you're gonna see a montage here real quick. It's gonna be 20 times the speed, so it only lasts about a minute, but it's how I ended up putting this together all the way down and how it came through here. I put a little float valve together, which in reality, let me open this up for you. In reality, all it is just a styrofoam ball and a rod. As you can tell, there's water down in the bottom here. But we have an issue. Nobody likes when we have issues. It's getting cold outside, so I need to finish this thing up. Because I got one strawberry plant I'm trying to save so it doesn't die from being frozen in the hydroponic garden all winter. But let me show you the problem. The problem is we leak a little bit of water. And we want to contain all of the water on the inside. So I've got an idea on how I'm going to fix that, because we obviously don't want, some water pouring out inside the house. So if you remember from my other video where I was first building this hydroponic garden, you'll remember that 3-inch pipe literally is perfect to fit a net cup in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut little sleeves 1.5 inches long, essentially all the way down this pipe until I get 10 of them. And what we're going to do then is heat them up, stick them inside of the hydroponic garden, and then caulk around them and make sure that this thing is good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and just mark out every 1.5 inches. And I'll just continue on down here until I get 10 of them. All right, so now I've got all my marks here. I'm gonna take a Sawzall, and I'm just gonna chop these off as straight as I possibly can. All 10 of them. Then we're gonna go ahead and clean those off. And now we're gonna do it the fast way, where you'll watch a montage of me doing the rest of them. All right, so here's my thought. We're going to heat this up, press it into the side of the hydroponic garden, and then where it goes in, we can run a bead of caulk around where it's pushed in, and then that should seal it. That's the game plan. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's get the heat gun out, and we're just gonna go to town, start pushing these things in, and then putting our net cups in, and then we'll come back, caulk the whole thing, and woo, I cut myself. And after everything is caulked in and it sits up overnight, then we're gonna try it out and see if it leaks before we paint it. Okay, so let me run you down how this is gonna go. Basically, the biggest thing is I'm gonna try to keep this PEX away from the hole itself. I'm gonna go ahead and power this bad boy on. If I remember right, last time we heated to 1,000 degrees, and that was what was able to get it so it was malleable enough. So I'm gonna take one of these guys. I'm gonna heat it up. Then once it's malleable, I'm gonna stick this in there. What sucks is it's probably gonna dissolve part of the paint that we've got going on, but you know what? If that's what happens, that's what happens. Because we're gonna have to repaint anyway, because we're putting some new PVC in. What's crazy is you can kind of see that it's folding back out. I'm gonna have to bring the whole thing clear down here. All right, we're getting malleable now. Just got to try to keep it away from the pecs. We are starting to get a little bit of bubbling on the paint. But you know what? I think this is going to work. Just get this heated up just a little bit more. And now we try. Heck yeah, that's going to work really well, I believe. I do wish it was a little bit farther down there. It isn't going to be perfect, but I think it's going to end up working for what we're for. I might have to go get some more caulking, but this will do. Check this out. So you can see I've got it at an angle. Let me bring you up to about level. I've got it at an angle where I want it to set, because this is going to get hard and not allow any more malleability. But then this little guy will just sit right in there like that. That is perfection. In fact, I want more of an angle. I want it like that. There we go. All right, so now we're going to do a montage of me doing the rest of these. Piece. So right there, I'm gonna have to use a longer piece because I've got the holes too close to each other. All right, so as you can see, we were able to push these sleeves in. For the most part, it worked out pretty well. Although I do have one spot right here where I'm gonna have to fill this gap with caulking, but should work out all right. And essentially, once everything's good to go, it should completely seal this up and make it so that it's waterproof, which will be awesome. Now, I did have to kind of bend this tower back and forth a few times because it was trying to basically cause the whole pipe to lean. So I may have to heat this up at another time to get it semi-straight. And something else that's interesting is by putting those in, you can see how much it shrank the actual pipe itself, because this used to be tight against the hole that's up here. So what we're gonna do is just cut in a coupling over here tomorrow. But I'm gonna go ahead and go get the caulk and caulk all these joints, basically just run beads around here, and then it'll be ready for paint tomorrow. All right, so I just went and got some caulking, and now what I'm gonna do is just run a bead to seal the PVC up. And I'm just going to go ahead and do this to every single one of them. And I won't force you guys to watch a montage of that. I'll just come back and let you know how it ended up. A few of these might look like a third grader put it in, but it does dry clear. So once that finishes drying tomorrow, I'm going to come back. We're going to paint everything, I guess, including this PEX line. I wasn't planning on painting the PEX line, but that's just going to have to happen now. We're going to make sure that it is completely sealed up, although it should definitely be, which is awesome. And then we're also going to have to drill a weep hole, because I forgot to do that for our pump that's down in there. So because of the magic of the internet, you gotta just hang out, and then tomorrow, magically, I will come back and we'll finish this thing up, and we'll be ready for plants, which is really exciting. Anyway, I gotta go clean my hands. All right, guys, we are so back. Things are starting to shape up. They're starting to look good. I think we can run a thing of paint on here. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and snip all of these zip ties. Just go ahead and take them off, which might be a little bit more difficult than I expected with a pair of scissors. And the only reason I'm taking these off is so that I can paint everything once again, because we've got a little bit of, you know, stuff from my gloves and the heat, and then also want to try to paint all these white sections of the PVC that are coming out. Okay, so before we run some paint, obviously we're just going to go ahead, take all of our net cups out. Perfect. And now it's painting time. All right, you get the gist. We're just going to cover all of this pipe where it's been either dirtied, the paint's been destroyed, or it's new pipe, and we're just going to go ahead and cover it with paint, just because we don't want a bunch of white PVC sticking out. All right, so as you can see, we're just going to continue to paint this. It's going to take a few coats to make sure that everything lays in properly. But that's where I'm going to go ahead and end this video, because we're going to go ahead and get the actual garden set up in the next one. So if you've liked this journey so far, make sure you like and subscribe, because we've got another video coming out next week finishing this bad boy up. And we're going to go ahead and end it there. If you haven't seen the first part of the video where I built the tower itself, it's right here. And the next video, we're going to put on the finishing touches. We're going to set it up for the hydroponic nutrient. And I'm going to go over a few things that I learned, because I would do this a little different if it was me redoing this all over again. But thank you so much for watching. This has been Handy Jeff, and we will see you in another video.